Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos today. We invite you to step into a love story that has quietly become a global conversation, the romance of Yu Long and Yang Mie Mie. These two rising stars are not just reshaping the entertainment scene, they are redefining what it means to love in an age where every glance and whisper is amplified by social media. What makes their story so magnetic? At first glance, it may seem like a familiar pairing of beautiful people in the spotlight. But look closer, and you'll find something much rarer, a connection that feels startlingly genuine. Their journey is not about perfect moments, it is about how two people, under the harshest lights, still choose each other when no one is watching. From the playful banter on set that first caught the audience's attention, to the quiet, unguarded gestures that fans catch in fleeting seconds, Yu Long and Yang Mie have built something that speaks beyond fame. Their relationship invites us to ask ourselves, what do we really seek in love? Is it safety, or is it transformation? In a time when everything feels filtered, their story offers something raw, the courage to be vulnerable. You will laugh with them. You will ache with them. And somewhere along the way, you may see a piece of your own longing reflected in their choices. So stay with us as we trace the invisible thread between them, a thread spun not by algorithms or PR campaigns, but by the simple, extraordinary act of finding someone who changes everything. This is not just a celebrity romance. It's a mirror, and it might change the way you look at love. Step into a new generation of Chinese love stories, where tradition and modernity intertwine. At the center of it all stand Yu Long and Yang Mie, a pair whose connection has become a cultural touchstone in an era that moves too fast for love to linger. Yu Long, with his tall frame and calm, almost old-world demeanor, feels like a leading man from another time. He brings back a gallantry many believed the modern world had long left behind. Beside him, Yang Mie sparkles with an energy that is impossible to script. Fearlessly herself, quirky, intelligent, and sometimes adorably clumsy, she has shattered the mold of what a rising star is supposed to be. Together, they are a study in contrasts that somehow makes perfect sense. On social media, they are lively and unfiltered, their interactions as natural as a private conversation overheard. In public, their bond speaks in subtle languages, an inside joke caught on camera, a passing glance that says everything, even a debate about the best way to cook a traditional dish. These small moments have become the heartbeat of their fandom. What draws people to them is not spectacle, but the suggestion of something real. In a celebrity world built on carefully polished images, they let slip flashes of authenticity, and fans can't look away. Each photo, each casual video clip is analyzed, not out of idle curiosity, but out of hope that love, even under the blinding lights of fame, can still be honest. Their story is not perfect. It is imperfect in all the ways that make it human. And perhaps that is why it feels unforgettable in a landscape where so much of love feels manufactured for likes and follows. The story of Yu Long and Yang Mie has become a quiet revolution. What sets them apart is authenticity. You can sense, almost instantly, that they are not playing roles, they are living their truth. On the set of Hearts Entwined or in front of thousands at a fan event, the emotions between them are impossible to script. In a world of shallow romance and staged viral moments, their connection is magnetic because it feels utterly unplanned. Yu Long's tall, calm presence recalls an older time, a kind of gallantry thought long extinct. Beside him, Yang Mie is all youth and surprise, quirky, intelligent, sometimes clumsy, but always real. Together, they are like two completely different melodies that somehow create perfect harmony. Their relationship has become a favorite song to millions, a melody of trust, laughter, and gentle teasing. Fans love that there are no picture-perfect dates or rehearsed displays of affection. Instead, there are stolen glances, inside jokes, and acts so small they almost go unnoticed, a shared umbrella on a rainy set, a hand instinctively placed on her back in a crowded room, a laugh that only she can draw out of him. These little things have built a bond that feels rare in an era of carefully curated perfection. Every photo, every video clip, becomes a clue to something we all crave, a love that is both soft and strong, one that stands steady amid chaos, and perhaps that is why people return to their story again and again. It doesn't just entertain, it reminds us what love looks like when it is allowed to be real in a world crowded with grand gestures and curated moments. The love story of Yulong and Yang Mie Mie stands apart for its simplicity. Their connection isn't about spectacle, it's about presence. Sharing a snack on set, lending a hand on a difficult day, or simply making each other laugh in front of millions. These small, unplanned acts have become the truest expression of who they are together. Their love isn't loud, it's felt. When they appear side by side, there is an unspoken bond, a natural ease that cannot be staged. That is why their story resonates so deeply. They remind us that authenticity still has power. In a time when so much is filtered, they give us something unfiltered and fans can't look away. Single fans often joke that following their story is both joyful and dangerous, because it quietly raises the bar. Watching them makes you realize that love isn't about elaborate declarations or flawless dates. It is about becoming a safe place for each other in a world that is often anything but. Even the light-hearted phrase "afraid of his wife" has taken on a tender meaning in Yulong's case. He wears it like a badge of honor, never shy about showing his care. Look closely and you'll see it, the way he checks if young Yang Mie Mie is cold, how he slips his jacket over her shoulders without hesitation, the small frown when she forgets to eat during long filming days. And these gestures, quiet, consistent, deeply human, their love finds its most powerful form. And for millions watching, it is a gentle reminder that real love doesn't need to shout to be heard. In an industry where love often looks rehearsed, Yulong and Yang Mie Mie have created something quietly extraordinary. What sets them apart isn't glamour or spectacle, it's authenticity. Yulong's devotion is never about control. It's about respect, admiration, and a willingness to notice the smallest things. He'll track down a rare flower she once mentioned, share a snack on a late shoot, or wordlessly offer his jacket when she's cold. That care challenges outdated ideas of masculinity. His love language is action, and it speaks volumes. Their now famous flower incident, where Yang Mie Mie teased him for bringing her a bouquet "Did you buy these, or sneak them from the park?" went viral not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Their laughter, unfiltered and private despite millions watching, showed the couple entirely at ease with one another on and off screen. They fit together like puzzle pieces. He is her anchor, she is his wings. They finish each other's sentences, know what the other needs without a word, and even disagreements dissolve quickly into humor. Rather than trying to change each other, they celebrate their differences. Hearts Entwined, the series that brought them together, has become a canvas for this connection. Critics say their performances elevate the script itself. Glances, gestures, and silences turning fiction into something heartbreakingly true. Fans say watching them is healing. In a loud, curated world, their love feels unfiltered, reminding us that strength lies in kindness and that real romance is built in ordinary moments. In the end, their story lingers because it's a mirror, showing us that the truest love doesn't need perfection. It needs only two people brave enough to choose each other, again and again.